Okay, so let's take a look at all the parts of this awesome live version of Code of Silence on the 29th of June 2000 at Madison Square Garden. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video, because at the end of the video we'll be playing through the whole song alongside our homemade backing track, and you'll see tab scroll across the screen. So this song's in the key of D Mixolydian, but in simpler terms, parent key is G major. Let's take a look at the main three chords first, which is in the majority of the song, and there's three extra chords in the sax solo. So you've got a D5. First thing to mention, drop the E down to a D. Okay, so it's a drop D tuning, which allows them to get this really thick sounding chords here. So D5, middle finger 2nd fret G, pinky 3rd fret B. That's a really thick sounding rocky chord there, so that's your D5. You leave your pinky there, put your ring finger 3rd fret A string, block the D string with the underside of that ring finger. Middle 4 strings there, that's a C sus2. Keep the pinky there, put your middle finger 2nd fret A. That's a G over B chord. Okay, and now in the sax solo, I think he's doing this. So G5 over D chord. Okay, so ring finger 5th fret A, pinky 5th fret D, first finger 3rd fret B. And then you can move that down, but we're only going to be picking it from the D string, which means it's an F sus2 chord. If you just forget about the A string, it means it's easier to just move that same shape over. So those three strings would be in F sus2. Then what that allows you to do is then just take your pinky off, put your middle finger, and you've got a C chord, but we're only playing it from the D string, meaning it's only going to be a C over E chord. So nice and simple, 6 chords there. What I'm also going to do now is put the song structure up on the screen. Hopefully that will allow you to break down all the individual sections. Any chords in brackets means there's more than one chord in that bar. You can see all the repeats and any sort of time signature changes and things like that. Any song structures will be in that drop down menu down below. So let's take an awesome intro first. Tempo wise, about 126 BPMs. Quite fast, but not too crazy. So you start off Bruce on his own, D5, and you want to arpeggiate this. So in the tab, you can see this squiggly line. That basically means instead of going, it's got a little bit of separation there. So arpeggiating the chords there. So D5, all this can be downstrokes. D5, that's 1, 2, and the and of 2 is where you change that C sus2. So it's 1, 2, and 3, 4, and then G over B, same rhythm, 1, 2, and back to the D5. So you do that 4 times for the intro. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and... Yeah, so you do that 4 times. And now we're going to go to the first verse. The first verse, you start off the same. You do 6 rounds of this. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. And on the 7th time, you start off as normal. The D5, C5, and there's a bar of 2, 4. And basically that means there's 2 beats in a bar. You do the G over B, 1, then stop straight away. So it's 1, 2, and then the whole band comes in for this first break. So the breaks here, again, cross-reference with the song structure. The first break, you're going to do 4 rounds, okay, of this 2-bar progression. We're going to do in a second. Second break, you do 2 rounds. The third break, you do 4 rounds, and the fourth break, you do 8 rounds. Okay, so a lot of this song is actually this 2-bar progression that I'm going to do now, which is basically down, down, up, down, up. So D5, so it's 1, 2, and then on the end of 2, up, down, up. So it's that classic down, down, up, down, up. Again, feel free to use it as a foundation. Down, down, up, down, up. Be nice and aggressive, and then do the same thing with the G over B to the D5. So it's a really nice 2-bar phrase there. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, so you do that basically, that 2-bar phrase 4 times for the first break, and then different amounts for the rest. Cool, so let's now take a look at the second verse. So the second verse, you're going to do your D5, C sus2, down, down, up, down, up, 6 times. Okay, and then you're going to do the same as what we did in the first verse, but with this strumming pattern essentially. So the second verse, same as the first. So the 7th time, you're going to go down, down, up, down, up, 1, 2, and then into the second break. Cool, and then the 5th verse is the same as the second verse, Can't go on, can't go on, can't go on. But you've got the stop bar is 6/4, so that's 6 beats. So round 7 in the 5th verse, otherwise it's exactly the same as the 2nd verse. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then you're into the 4th break. Okay, so let's take the 3rd verse. So the 3rd verse comes after the 2nd break. And here you've got this slightly different progression here. This 1 bar phrase, down, up, down, the D5, 1 and 2, and then G over B, up, up, down, up. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up. So you do that 7 times, that bar, 3rd verse, 2, and on the 8th time you go 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and stop it dead on the start of beat 3. So that's the 8th bar and the 3rd verse, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay, nice and simple there. And then you've got the guitar solo chords. So any guitar solos are done over on the Subscribe Star site. So I do a tutorial very similar to this one where I do a playthrough of the guitar solo and then I break it all down. So that's normally released on Subscribe Star a day or 2 after this one is released. So as I'm making this video today, is about 70 over there. There's loads on there. So, but any tabs, if you do get the tabs, you get all the parts, all the crazy Steve kind of chorusy parts you got there. You got Neil's acoustic part, guitar solos. Any tabs, if you get them Guitar Pro format, if you have that program or PDF, will have all the solos and everything in there. So the guitar solo chords are just going to be the same as your verses, basically. Yeah. 2 bar fret. This is Bruce's solo. That 2 bar phrase 4 times. And then the sax solo, this is where he kind of changes key, the parent key from G to C. So I think something like this. So you start with that G5 over D, do a down up, down stroke to start with on those kind of bassy strings, and then up on the B and the G string. Right, so 1 and 2 like that. All 8 notes, 1 and 2. Slide it down, pick from the D string, down, up. So D, B, G, then down on the D, up on the B. Okay. And then you put your middle finger down and do the same picking pattern, but just go down, up. So down, up on the C over E chord there, and then back to the G5 over D, down, up, down, up. So play those 2 bars. That's done 4 times, okay? So G5 over D, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, 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 up. Cool, nice and simple. And then the 4th verse has got a bit of crescendo. So he's starting off quite quietly and just building after the 4th verse to get into the 5th verse. So here you've simply got D5, 1 and 2, and then G over B for the rest of the bar. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Again, feel free to do a little bit more picking. I know Bruce loves to do that. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and basically a nice crescendo. And you're going to do 9 bars of that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, and then basically, like all the other bars, you're going to kind of stop. So here you're going to go down, up, down, up, down. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, straight into the 5th verse. So that's all the parts. Again, if you want any of the other tabs, so Steve doing loads of crazy fiddly parts, which I have tabbed out. Either get the tab, direct download from the JS Music School store, go in the Bruce shop, get it in PDF format or Guitar Pro format and get the backing tracks. Or if you're a Subscribe Star, get the extra solo tutorial and obviously get your codes to use on the store. A bit more value for money over there. Thanks as always for all your support. Any questions, let me know. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications. It really helps the channel. Make sure you don't miss out on any new releases. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and leave any comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye. you'd like to get guitar profiles, tab PDFs, backing tracks from any of these tutorials, head over to either the subscribe star page or my website jsmusicschool.co.uk. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications. Thanks very much, see you on the next one.